I haven't seen him, but I'm looking forward to seeing him tonight. Please put your hands together for Mr. Browne.
Keep it going for Winston, everybody. He's doing all right. Keep it going. So how about the apocalypse? Fucking worst apocalypse. I was writing post-dated checks for the 22nd all week, I swear to God. Now I'm in debt. It sucks. It sucks. Like, I would actually have the end of the world than for my check to bounce at least $40. I hate that so much. And it's funny because everyone knew the world wasn't going to end, but I think in the back of everyone's mind, it was just like, yeah, maybe it might, maybe not. Honey, let's just leave the dishes to the morning. Let's just do it then. Let's not buy any green bananas this week either. Condoms, nah, let's just, whatever, you never know with these things, right? It was funny, I was watching on the news, apparently in Mexico at the Mayan Rivera, they're expecting about 5 million tourists to come in at that time. And these are the most, like, hardcore followers and believers from all around the world. And they're all supposed to come, they're all going to stand around the Rivera, they're going to hold hands, they're going to get together with their different praying, all their different praying groups. They were going to subtly sit down and accept the end of humanity as we know it, all together, very positively. But here's the kicker. They all bought round-trip plane tickets. Like, I would just love to be there. I would love to be, like, wherever in the world and just question that. Like, why don't we just buy one-way tickets? Well, you never know with these things. The last thing we want is to be stuck in Mexico with no ride home. That would be the end of the world. I would rather the end of the world than be stuck in Mexico like that. Yeah, it's weird. Like, my girlfriend bought me this shirt. Like, I figured, like, when girls buy gifts for their boyfriends and stuff, it's something that they want their boyfriend to wear. It's like, yeah, I think my man will look hot in this. I'm gonna buy him this shirt. So I figured the same thing with her. I just gave her a box, and there was nothing in it. All right, yeah. So I am in debt. Is anyone else here broke like me? Okay, yeah, so after I found out the world was going to end, I was pissed off. I had to go to the bank. I had to transfer some funds around. I'm not going to tell you which bank I'm with, but I'm sure their head office is in Nova Scotia somewhere. So I'm going to the bank, and as I'm walking to the bank, I pass one of these ATMs in a variety store, right? So I figured, okay, I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to use the ATM there. I'm going to just transfer some funds. I go inside, and there's already a dude in line. And this guy's drunk. This guy's drunk using the ATM. He was taking forever, and I was wondering why. He accidentally pushed the Chinese button on the ATM. And he's drunk too. And this guy did not look Chinese. He looked Korean. And so he's standing, no, this guy looked like me. He just looked like me. So he's standing there and he's drunk and he's taking forever and I'm wondering why. And you know when we are intoxicated and we get like a text and it's super, super blurry, but if we just squint our eyes, we can read it? This guy thinks the ATM is in English. And he's just like, thinks that he can just read it. And then he didn't even miss a beat. He was just like, boom, 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 money gone. I'm like, all right, I'm pushing English. I don't care. So I realized at the ATM I can't transfer funds. I actually got to go to the Scotiabank. So I go to the Scotiabank, and I'm waiting in line, and oh, this is my favorite part. On the window of the Scotiabank, they have the hours of operation on the door, and it's got Monday to Friday, 10 to 4. So convenient. Saturday closed, and Sunday isn't even on the fucking thing. It's like, it doesn't even say Saturday closed, Sunday closed. It's like Saturday closed, Sunday, don't even think about it. That's Scotiabank, we're not wasting our fucking ink letting people know that we're closed on Sunday. Fuck that shit. Sunday LOL, that's what it should say. Is anyone here with TD Bank? Anybody here with TD Bank? Yeah. 3 of you? Okay, so yeah, like your bank's open from 6 a.m. till midnight on fucking Sunday. I think I should switch. So this is the difference between TD and Scotiabank. Like Scotiabank, all their commercials are about the same. All of them. Like you watch a Scotiabank commercial, they're all about the exact same. Just like, yeah, well, like we have loans for your car, loans for your student loans, house loans, car loans, property loans, pension things. Like as soon as you retire, you get like a lot more interest than all the other banks. Also, you can travel. You can earn like American Express. You can travel around the world. You can use all the Scotiabanks around the world. 0 interest, 0 charges. You collect points, you get miles. Also, we have plans. We have student plans, country plans. We have plans for your fetus. So as soon as your kid comes out, he's automatically a Scotiabank member. We have scene points. So you use a scene card, scene debit card. You collect points. You watch movies. You see free movies. You play games on the screen. You get free popcorn, free pop. Scotiabank. You're richer than you think. And then the TD commercials. Yeah, we're open late. 80 locations in Ontario. See, that's how smart Scotiabank is, because they can promise anything, but if they're not fucking open, who cares, right? Like, everyone who does their bank on Christmas Day gets an iPad. But guess what? We're closed Christmas Day, fuckers, so... So, I'm standing in line at the bank, and there's a pretty girl. There's a pretty girl at the teller. And of course, in this moment, you're hoping that all the other people in front of you get all the other tellers, and that the stars will align, and then you'll be there, and then your teller will open. Right? That's what I was hoping, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ask this nice lady on a date. I'm going to ask her on a date. So I go up, and I was talking. I gave her my business card. I said, hey, just to let you know, my name's Rob. I'm just going to give you my card. If you want to go for a drink sometime, just let me know. We'll touch base, and then we'll go from there. Here's what she does. As soon as I asked her, she looks at the computer, and then back at me, and then back at the computer, and then back at me and says, no, sorry, I can't. So I said, okay, that's respectable. So I left and I figured, you know what, like a proper woman like that who's career-driven, I figure that she has a boyfriend. I look at my receipt, I had 68 cents in my account. And she's probably like, where is this asshole going to take me? Yeah. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what, this sucks now because... The reason I went into the bank was to transfer my funds in the first place, but I got distracted by the pretty girl. So I go back, I'm standing in line, and they had CP24 on the TV. And it really pissed me off what a news lady said. I think everyone here is from Toronto. Like, we have different areas in Toronto. We have Greektown down the street. We have Chinatown. And our Italian neighborhood is on a street called College Street. Little Italy, it's on a street called College Street. And it really bothered me what the news lady said. This is what she said. She's like, shooting on College Street. Suspect not Italian. And I'm like, is that what we're doing now? We're just saying what the suspects aren't? Like, obviously we have to know what they are to know what they aren't, right? Like, let's just make a list of every nationality that the person's not, you know what I mean? Shooting on College Street. Suspect not Italian. Suspect not Greek. Suspect not Pakistani. Not Albanian, Turkish, Austrian, Irish, English, Scottish, Ukrainian, Lithuanian, Hungarian, Chilean, Israeli, Egyptian, German, Polish, Korean, Moroccan, Trini, Chinese, Japanese, Guyanese, Sudanese, Portuguese, Lebanese, Vietnamese, Nepalese, Spanish, Danish, Dutch, Russian, Serbian, Swiss, Afghani, Finnish, Mexican, Malaysian, Croatian, Serbian, Danish, Latvian, Colombian, Indian, Sri Lankan, Swedish, Brazilian, Norwegian, Kenyan, Estonian, Romanian, German, Cyprus, Fiji, Iraqi, Thai, Catholic, Filipino, Luxembourg, French. But if you have any leads, please contact local authorities as soon as possible. And if they're from none of those countries, then they're Mongolian. All right, I'm going to bring your host back up. This is what's...
Keep it going, folks. Rob Browne doing a great job.